Magic in the Morning with Taylor Swift. Tuesday, 8:36, and we are at 59 degrees. A beautiful summer morning out there. Mike Barrett in our studio for a weekly installment of Good Policies. Mike, good morning.
Good morning.
Feel like summer yet?
What's that supposed to feel like? Just so I know what you're looking for.
Anything besides what the weather feels like between November and May?
Hey, it's warm. It's 60 degrees this morning. Yeah, I'm feeling summer.
All right.
I'm liking it.
So, Good Policies, we talk about how you can get the best bang for your buck and the best coverage for whatever's going on in your life. And, Mike, we haven't talked about quotes. And, boy, a lot of people do some fishing for quotes. You want to dive into that?
Yeah, so it is quoting time. People have for a long time really been having to deal with a market that has price increased, right? And now that the market has softened, people are quoting all over the place. So it's a shopper's market right now. If you are looking for insurance, rates are starting to really level off. Again, I refer, I suppose, to a conversation a few weeks ago where some of the more regional carriers might be a little more slow to the adjustments of lower rates, but we're starting to see the bigger folks do it, which is usually the indicator that the market has softened. So we've come out of the mess of the world that it was for so many years. Can't say it won't go back tomorrow. Who knows? I don't have a magic 8-ball.
Well, let me just throw in there, folks, this isn't politics. We're talking about floods. We're talking about fires, season after season after season.
Yeah.
And that was what hardened the market because insurance companies were basically losing money.
Oh, yeah. For every dollar of premium collected, they were paying out $1.25 in claims. So they were losing 25 cents on the dollar. And that was for a period of time, especially in 2022, early 2023, which is what really led to this ramp up. I call it a market correction more than a hard market because, so many things failed to keep pace, right? The cost of vehicles, a simple windshield that was $400 to replace, and companies go, let's offer them a $0 deductible for windshields and just a small incremental cost. That way that it's not subject to their comprehensive deductible. Great idea, but then the windshields that were $400 went to $1,500 and went to $2,700. These things need to be calibrated. As you talk with the folks from West Ward, the Trahans will tell you, the cost of vehicle repairs have gone up. Everything about vehicle ownership has gone up. And being able to fix one certainly is a very expensive proposition. There's a lot of things going on with labor rates too, right? And I think anybody out there listening who works at an auto body facility knows this. Some companies are not willing to pay beyond a certain amount for labor rates, which is becoming a real problem for some carriers to work with certain shops. And it's really the market trying to keep up. But again, I feel it's like the insurance companies are not keeping the appropriate pace with the rising costs.
Right. So that's relative to whatever your deductible is. So you have a $1,000 deductible. It's going to cost $5,500 to fix that bumper scuff. And the auto body technician makes X number of dollars an hour. It takes X hours to do it. That's how that all works out.
Yeah, there's an hourly rate associated with it. Some companies look at those hourly rates and go, no. And the auto body companies rightfully so go, yeah, then we're not doing this. It's really where things are at in some degree. And I think some real accolades go to the Department of Financial Regulation in Montpelier. They are the overseers of banking and insurance in Vermont. And they do have their eyes on labor rates and making sure that insurance companies are paying their fair share. And I'm not saying that there's a lot of companies that do this, but there's certainly a few. And something you want to make sure you're aware of as you're picking a shop at the time of a loss.
Those that are familiar with the process, they go to the auto body shop, XYZ, and they say, yeah, sure, we'll fix that for $5,500. You submit that to your insurance company. The insurance company on a national average rate say, well, no, that only is you're only going to get paid $3,500 for it, right?
Right. I mean, the true deal here is indemnification, not betterment, right? So, but if it's going to take that, there's always that fine line of totaling a vehicle versus not totaling a vehicle. You've been there. You've done that. So it's a real fine line. Now, with today's data, companies will send their appraisers out or even use the photos that you provide to give them an assessment pretty quickly and pretty close to what the cost to repair that vehicle is going to be. Is that the final payment? No. No. Consider a vehicle that is damaged as an onion that needs peeling. As you start peeling apart that onion, you may find some additional damages. There's always going to be reserves available. But something to think about as you go forward.
All right.
Was I just flaking out there for a minute?
No, something happened. I don't know. Powers. Anyways.
All right.
So obviously, you invite people to call you for quotes. You also invite people to call you and talk about how they can get more out of their insurance dollars. How can they do it?
So easy, so simple. Give us a call at 748-5224. Visit our office on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury, online at thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency.
All right. And of course, tune in Tuesdays here, and we'll have that conversation.
Yeah, next time I'll try to be a little more on time. I apologize. We had seconds to go and no conversation to talk about when I rolled in this morning. So.
Hey, I learned just like they did.
I know.
That's what it's all
You know what?
about.
So did I. That's how awesome that was.
Magic in the Morning. Shortly, you'll hear our Hometown Minute brought to you by Kaplan's septic pumping service and more. Right now, we're going to go back to the music with, let's see what we got. What can we set you up with? How about some Adele? Magic in the Morning.